Three. Hey guys, this is Coach Mark. This is going to be our dynamic warm-up for today. This is called toe touches. These cones are about 2 yards from the middle cone, as you can see, all the way around. So the orange cone should be about 4 yards apart. What we're going to do is just do toe touches. Make sure you stay on your toes. Once you get to the middle, you're going to roll it to the next cone. Every time you hit an orange, you have to come back to the blue before you go to the next orange. So everything is with your toes. And again, once you hit the orange, have to come back to the blue. Once we hit the orange, have to come back to the blue before we go to the next one. Make sure you complete your rounds and you can switch the angle as you go on. All right guys, drill number 2 here. First one is gonna be a pull push, right? You're gonna back pedal after every roll. So your pull is gonna split these 2 cones, which are about a yard apart. In slow motion, it's gonna be pull, push it slightly ahead, enough to where you'll be able to get it between these 2 cones. If my touch is too soft, you might get it jammed right here. So again, when you're pulling, you want to pull, take a few steps back, make sure your touch is big enough so it's more of a back and a forward, back, forward, and so on. After that, you're going to open up these cones. We're going to just work on some lateral movement. These should be about 2 yards apart. First one's going to be outside, inside. So out, in, in. Your goal is to touch the cone with every outside touch and go as quick as possible. So again, slow motion, out, in gets you about halfway. Out, in. These cones again should be 2 yards apart, so it's more game realistic and you're moving the defender. Next one is going to be outside of the foot and roll. So now you'll touch, roll, touch, roll. Notice my feet are going quick enough that the ball stays in between, but I'm not doing it standing still. Outside of the foot goes to the cone, pull, outside, pull, outside, pull, outside, pull, just from there. Next one will be our roll. So we're gonna do a roll with a scissor. This one's a little bit more difficult. Your roll and your scissor happen simultaneously. So you're gonna have to start it from here. Roll, scissor, touch. Roll, scissor, touch. Roll, scissor, touch. Roll, scissor, touch. If we want to get it a little bit closer, again, slow motion looks like this. Roll, scissor, touch. Roll, roll, scissor, touch. All happens in one motion. All right guys, next drill, we're gonna work on explosive foot skills. So second drill was lateral work. We're working on quick touches and more side-to-side movement just to keep control of the ball in the midfield. Next one is going to be an attacking third, and we're going to work on changing our speed and direction to get past the defender. So this orange cone and that little blue cone is going to be my defender. It's going to be about 7 yards apart. You're going to start with short and quick touches. First one, you're going to do a body fake. So you're going to lean your shoulder down with the right foot, and your left foot pushes it enough to change your speed and to sprint when you get past that blue cone. What we want to avoid is picking up speed, making our fake, touching it right here, and then even if we get past the defender, he's going to be right there to catch up to us. So most important thing is to change your speed and direction, but the second touch to set up your explosiveness has to be enough to get away from your body. So again, if I'm going with my right, once I step and drop that shoulder, this foot pushes it so I can sprint and get a quick change of speed past the cone right there. What it looks like the other way, again, if I'm going to go to my right, I'm dribbling with my left. I drop my left shoulder, dig my cleats to the ground, push with the right foot enough to change my speed and direction and get away. Next one will be the same thing except it's a scissor here. So scissor is very similar. Instead of jab stepping before the ball, you're going to actually jab step over the ball. So outside of the foot, we want to time it and do the scissor about a yard before the defender, so when we push it, his leg cannot reach out and steal the ball for us. So fast motion, you start to think about your scissor when you get about here, and then push so you can change your speed and your direction to get past them. Next one, if I want to go to my right, again, it's best to dribble with the left. So when you get here, you sell your fake with your left, right foot has to push it, and it should be a huge acceleration out. All right, guys, so just keep progression going. Coach Joey had you do the same ball tosses as I did. If you remember, in that session, you were using your hands to get comfortable, weren't throwing it too high. We had inside of the foot, outside of the foot. Then we had our scissor where we tossed it up and did it with the opposite foot, right? Now we're gonna try to toss it much higher. If that's easy for you, you can go ahead and progress into punting the ball up so it's actually moving and not coming straight down from the sky. It makes it more difficult, but more game realistic, right? If you're not too comfortable juggling, you can flick it up or start with your hands where you just let it bounce, give it a little kick, find it, and knock it down. Remember, inside of the foot, I'm gonna use a roof over it, so I'm knocking the ball down. Same thing with the outside of the foot. If you feel comfortable punting it like this, you can. Turn, roof goes over it. With the big punt, the scissors should be a little easier. The higher you punt it, right? Even if you let it bounce a few times, feel comfortable, get it up. It's a bigger bounce, so it lets you backpedal and go up. If you notice, I did the same foot right there, which means I'm gonna be off balance. So if we're swinging the left or the right, we wanna get it with the opposite foot. Ball goes up. Sorry, I went down the hill right there. Just end it, huh?